Let's find the standard matrices for these two compositions of matrix transformations, T2 circle T1 and T1 circle T2, where T1 and T2 are the matrix transformations given here. We will of course use this theorem, which we've previously proven, link in the description, that if TA and TB are matrix transformations, then their composition is also a matrix transformation, and the standard matrix for that composition is just the product of the standard matrices of the individual transformations. So to find the standard matrices for T2 circle T1 and T1 circle T2, we just need to find the standard matrices for these two transformations and then multiply those standard matrices together. Starting with T1, we will take the standard basis vectors from the domain R2 and put them through this transformation. T1 maps the standard basis vector 1, 0 into the vector 1, 1, and it maps the other standard basis vector 0, 1 into the matrix 1, negative 1. Thus, the standard matrix of T1 we find by just taking these transformed images as columns. And there we go. That is, we'll call it A, the standard matrix for T1. In exactly the same way, we find the standard matrix for T2, taking the standard basis vectors 1, 0 and 0, 1 and putting them through this transformation. For example, in this first one, we have 3 times x1 producing 3, and then 2 times x1 plus 4 times x2, producing this entry of 2. Once we finish this up, we get 3, 2 as our first column and 0, 4 as our second column. That gives us what we'll call B, the standard matrix for T2. Now that we found the standard matrices for T1 and T2, finding the standard matrix for their composition, T2 circle T1, is as easy as multiplying the standard matrices together. Since it's T2 circle T1, the standard matrix we're looking for is the standard matrix of T2, which is B, multiplied by the standard matrix for T1, which is A. And so that is this product here. Now we just carry out the multiplication. Matching this row with this column, we get an entry of 3. And then this row with this column gives us another entry of 3. Then this row with this column gives us an entry of 2 plus 4, or 6. And then this row with this column gives us 2 minus 4, so negative 2. This is the standard matrix for the matrix composition T2 circle T1. In the same exact way, we find the standard matrix for the composition in the other order, T1 circle T2. Recall that the composition of matrix transformations is not, in general, commutative, so we don't know what this is until we figure it out. Alright, so now we're doing this multiplication just in the other order. Matching this row up with this column produces 3 plus 2, or 5, and then this row with this column produces an entry of 4. Then this row with this column is 3 minus 2, so 1. And then this row with this column is negative 4. And so this is the standard matrix for the matrix transformation composition T1 circle T2. We may notice that it is different from the standard matrix for T2 circle T1. So the matrices A and B definitely don't commute, because if they did, then these standard matrices would be the same. So that's how to find the standard matrix for a composition of matrix transformations. We simply find the standard matrices for the individual transformations and then multiply them together in whatever order is appropriate. That order is the same order in which the transformations are written. So T2 circle T1 will have a standard matrix, which is the matrix for T2 multiplied by the matrix for T1. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and be sure to check out my linear algebra course and linear algebra exercises playlists in the description for more.